Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Narinig po ng ayos? Okay lang?
Okay lang po, ma'am.
Okay. So this is our first meeting. Okay, so we'll have the orientation and discussion of our syllabus. Wait lang po. Present ko lang po yung syllabus po natin. On my list, you are 45. Ano? But then, attending now is only 40. Nasaan kaya yung 5? Nawala na agad yung 5. Nasaan na sila? Nakalipat agad. Okay, so here is the course information syllabus. Okay, so this is materials engineering and testing class. Okay, so for our course code, we use ME413. Okay, so what is this materials engineering and testing? So on our curriculum po, it is categorized as the fundamental mechanical engineering course. Okay, so meaning the succeeding courses, okay, are this serves as the fundamental knowledge for the succeeding courses in our curriculum. Okay, so as a prerequisite of the course, you should have a pass this general chemistry and so as the mechanics of deformable bodies. Okay, so what do we need on this prerequisite courses? So first, doon po sa general chemistry, you have to recall the different structure, okay, atomic structure of our materials, okay? Say, determine what would be the symbol for each of these elements that we have. Same thing with their atomic numbers, atomic mass, okay? Because we will be using that in the discussion of the structure of the materials. Same thing with the different bonds, okay? So we have the covalent, the ionic bonding, okay? So paki-recall po natin yan. And then the other one is the mechanics of deformable bodies, okay? When have you taken this mechanics of deformable bodies? Kailan po? This is under second year. Anong semester?
Second semester po, ma'am.
Okay, second semester of the second year level. Okay, so what we need here for mechanics of deformable bodies is of course the stresses and the values of the strain. Okay, so with the force we apply to the material, how much stress and strain does it produce? Okay, so yun po yung need natin dito. Okay, in particular sa materials engineering and testing. Okay, so Mat-Eng is offered on the third year level first semester. Okay, it has 5 credit hours. Okay, so ang makikita po natin on our enrollment is the credit units. Okay, so sa credit units po, we have their 3 credit units. And that is different from these credit hours. Okay? When say credit units, okay, ang atin po ay 3 lamang. Okay? And it is divided as to 2 units po na lecture and 1 unit na laboratory. Kaya po 3. Dalawa na lecture at ang isa po ay laboratory. Kapag po lecture, okay, 1 unit is equivalent to 1 hour. Okay? So, yung 2 units po na laboratory, that would be equivalent to 2 hours. Okay? And the other 1 unit, okay, yung 1 unit pong natitira, that is laboratory. And 1 unit laboratory is equivalent to 3 hours. Okay, again, kapag laboratory po, 1 unit na lab is equivalent to 3 hours. So 2 hours lecture and 3 hours laboratory. Kaya po, ang credit hours po natin is 5. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po niyan, we are to meet 5 hours per week. Okay? So, 5 hours per week. So, try to check po yung inyo pong schedule. Okay? And then, see po if that is the same with mine. Okay? And then, let us check kung 5 hours po yon. Kasi yung kanina po nakita namin from section 1, okay, ay kulang ng kalahating oras. So, let us check po para makita natin and may i-adjust. Okay? So, our schedule po, Monday, okay, yun po yung laboratory. Okay? So, Monday is 2 up to 5 o'clock. Okay? So, 2 to 5. Kindly check po kung yan po ay na-update na. Okay? Kasi parang ito po ay binago namin kahapon. Okay? Kindly check na lang po doon sa portal kung nabago na po ito. So, Monday, 2 o'clock hanggang 5 o'clock. Okay? So, yun po yung 3 hours laboratory. And the 2-hour lecture naman po is Tuesday. Okay? Tuesday po, 2:30 hanggang 4:30. Okay? 2:30 until 4:30. Yan. So, yun po yung lecture. So, 5 hours in total. Okay? So, for a semester po, we have there 18 weeks. Okay? 18 weeks. So, 5 hours times 18 weeks po. That would be the total number of hours. Again, refer to your schedule. Yun po in-adjust natin na laboratory, yung 2 o'clock up to 5, okay? Yung 2, that would be face-to-face po kapag even weeks, okay? Pag even weeks po, okay, 2, 4, 6, ganyan. That would be at ME Laboratory 1, okay? But then, we will be starting at 2:30. Okay? 2:30 po. Kasi may gagamit pa ng room ng 2 to 2:30. Okay? Kaya yung 2 to 2:30, that would be asynchronous po. Not unless wala na pong tao doon sa classroom. Pwede na po natin gamitin and start at 2 o'clock. Pero kung meron pa po, okay, 2:30 po yung start natin. Okay, yun po yung in-adjust natin. Originally po, this is scheduled 2:30 up to 5:30. Okay, so in-adjust lang po ng Ma'am Joanne kahapon. Okay, kaya 2 to 5 na po siya. Even weeks po yon, ME Lab 1. But then on odd weeks, katulad po ngayon, week 1 ngayon, it would be online pa rin. Okay? And then, yun naman pong lecture natin na 2 hours, it would be every Tuesday, lagi po yung online. Whether even or odd weeks. Okay? So, yun po yung schedule. Pag hindi po siya naka-update pa online, just let me know po para ma-inform po natin ang department. Yes, Miss Mika?
Ma'am, nung kinausap ko po kayo kahapon, ang na-update po ay yung sa schedule po ng Monday. Tapos yung sa Tuesday po ay hindi pa po naaayos. Kasi po hanggang 4:30 po tayo ngayon. Tapos kay Ma'am Joanne po, ang start po namin dapat ay 4 to 5:30 po.
Okay. Yung kay Ma'am Joanne, ang hindi pa naayos. Pero yung sa atin, naayos na.
Yes po.
Okay. So, ayun naman ay alam po na ni Ma'am Joanne kasi siya yung nag-ayos nun kahapon. So, i-remind ko na lang ulit ngayon. Okay? So, yung sa kanya yung aayusin. Okay. Sige po. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Minka.
Thank you po.
Okay, so yun po yung sked natin. Okay, so 5 hours. Okay, and then so as yung yung face-to-face at saka po yung online meet. Now, for the instructor, okay, so we are two in the department handling this course. Okay, so I am handling the course sa block po ninyo. Okay, and then for other blocks, it would be Ma'am Grace. Okay, Ma'am Grace. So if you would see me, you have their queries regarding the course. Okay, so dito po ako nagstay sa faculty room, malapit sa second floor, malapit sa library. Okay, so dito lang po ako puntahan or you may email po, okay, email mo po ako or Google chat or through our coordinator. Is it Miss Mika who is our coordinator? Okay, thank you. So you can have your queries then sa kanya and then tsaka po papunta sa akin kung hindi nyo po ma-direct papunta sa akin or pumunta dito. Okay, so yun po yung mga ways on how you can contact me po if you have there your queries. And then I will ask also for a group chat dito na lang din po sa Google. Okay, so, yun po yung gagamitin natin na communication. Okay? And then, what is this materials engineering and testing? Okay, so materials are fundamental to all engineering disciplines as they form the basis of virtually every component and structure. Okay, so lahat po ng engineering disciplines, lahat po ng programs dito, they have this course in materials engineering. Lamang po yung atin po is different in such a way that it includes the testing. Kaya po, hindi po tayo pwedeng kumuha ng materials engineering doon sa ibang program. Okay? Although the same units po siya, the same 3 hours, but then differ in the number of hours. Same unit po, parehas 3 units, but then, ang kanila po is 3 hours lamang. Yung atin po contains the 1 unit laboratory. Kaya naging 5 hours po yun. Kasi it includes the testing or the experimentation. Okay? Kaya magkaiba po siya. But then all other disciplines po, they do have this materials engineering. Okay? Why? Because this is of course the basis, okay, for every component and structure that we design. Okay, whether electrical yan, civil, electronics, okay? So you are to consider the material specification, okay, nung kada component or structure na i-design natin. Okay? O halimbawa sa kanila, you have there the ICs. So ano ba yung dapat na materials for this particular IC for a certain application. Okay? So halimbawa, sa electrical, you have there the wirings. Okay? Ano ba ang dapat na possess na ano dapat material ang gamitin natin for such application. Okay? So ganun din sa atin. So we will be using this on the succeeding kung ngayon na student pa tayo, you can have there, igagamitin mo po siya in the succeeding na mga design courses po natin. Specifically, your PS1, PS2. Okay, so part of it is designing the material, okay? Material structure of the components, okay? So yung bawat component po i-design natin. So you are to define the material specification for each of the component of your machine, okay? So kasama po iyon dito. Okay. Kung kayo naman po is workforce na po, wala na sa school, so doon naman sa trabaho nyo, ganun pa rin. You will come up with different classes of materials and from there you will be selecting alin ba yung pinakamagandang material na gamitin for a certain application. Okay? So ganun po yung logic po nito. Kaya lahat po ng engineering disciplines is engaged in this particular course. Okay, materials engineering. Okay, now, so I would like to know po, alam ko naman, you are all familiar with this engineering materials. Okay, so can you give at least one particular class for materials? So, isang example lang. Say, JED. You give me one example. JED.
Yes po, ma'am.
Hmm. Sige po, sample po.
Example po ng ano.
One material class or one type of material.
Okay po.
Again,
Materials po ay kahit ano po, ma'am.
kahit ano. So lahat po tayo ay familiar for we are using them in our everyday living.
Everyday life. Hammer po.
Anong type po ng material that make up this component or yung tool na minanggit mo?
Metal po, ma'am.
It's made up of ano po?
Metal po.
So it's yung pong dulo niya, it's made up of a metal, okay? O tapos yung handle niya, it can be made up of
Made
a
from wood po.
okay? Yan. So those are two types or two classes of material. So you have there the metal and you have there the wood, okay? Another example, Miss Helena.
Aluminum po, ma'am.
Okay, you have there the aluminum. Okay, so that's under metals also. Okay, another one, Patrick. Pakilakasan na.
Ceramics po.
You have there ceramics. So another one, Fiona.
Plastics po.
You have their plastics. Okay, so those are some of the samples of material classes. Okay, so madami pa po tayo. Okay, we have also what we call nowadays as the smart materials. So these are the advanced materials. Okay, so if you come across with those mugs that changes color when you say you pour hot water into it, okay, so nag-change yung color niya, okay, into black, yan, or nagiging white, yan. So, yun po yung mga smart materials. Okay? So, madami pa po tayong classes of this material. So, thank you. Doon sa mga nabanggit po ninyo, those are our conventional materials. Okay? So, yan po yung mga titingnan at aaralin po natin dito. Okay? What are their, we understand of the materials under different conditions. Okay? So these are essential in designing a safe, efficient, and innovative engineering solution. So as I have said kanina po, yan po yung gagamitin natin on your PS1. We have to identify which would be the best material, okay, to have to solve yung problems na atin pong gagamitin for a particular machine. So this course, Materials Engineering and Testing, provides students with a comprehensive introduction to the principles of materials engineering that focus on the correlation between the material structure, the properties, processing, and the performance. When you say the material structure, we are after the arrangement of the atoms for the particular material. Okay? So we do define, we say a certain structure, okay, that defines its property. Kung bakit ganun yung property niya is because of the arrangement of the atoms of that material. Okay? So we call them. Ganun din, Will it be applicable for a certain application? Yun po yung tinatawag natin na performance application niya. And so as ano ba yung mga processes na i-undergo niya to come up, okay, para maging applicable siya doon sa target na application niya. Okay, so kailangan ba natin siya i-grind? Kailangan ba natin siya na i-heat? Okay, yan. So, yun po yung processes na ina-undergo niya. Okay, so we are after all of this, okay, on a particular material. So, through a combination of the theoretical knowledge and practical laboratory experience, and select, okay, materials appropriate for various engineering applications. Okay? So kasama po sa course natin is yung testing the material. Okay? So when we say we test, we do experimentation. Okay? So it's experimentation on different materials, and then from these materials, we select the best one base sa property na nakuha natin doon sa experiment. Okay? So meron po tayong gagawin ditong experiment. Okay? Kaya may laboratory tayo, may testing po tayo na gagawin. Okay? So, we will be evaluating different materials. And then, dun po tayo pipili. Okay? So, in that way, we will be more exposed, okay, on the advanced studies in material science and engineering. Okay? So, yun po yung brief description of the material engineering and testing. Now, for the contact hours, as I have said, there are first 2 hours for the lecture and then 3 hours for the laboratory. Doon po sa laboratory natin na schedule, okay, if wala pa po tayong experiment, we will be using that also on our lecture. Okay? So, iyon po. And then, this is the criteria for assessment. Yan. So, pay attention po dito. Okay? This is how you will be graded at the end of the semester. So, ari po yung mga kailangan nyo. Ito po yung mga requirements nyo din. Okay? So, what would be the criteria for assessment? You have their first major examination, 40%. Okay? So, ito po, during the orientation, dapat dinidiscuss ng ayos. Okay? Para alam nyo po kung paano ba kayo nag-arrive at your final grade. Okay? So, pakinggan lang po kasi ito po ay hindi na uulitin. So, all course requirements, policies will be discussed now. Okay? Kaya, tatandaan po. Okay? So, una po is the major examinations. So, there will be 2 major exams. Una po is yung midterm and then yung pangalawa po is yung finals. Okay? So, yun pong dalawa are of equal weight. So, kung ari po ay 40%, 20% po sa midterm and 20% po sa finals. Okay? Kung may tanong po tayo, you use the hand icon po para makita ko kung may tanong doon sa grupo. Okay? So, and also, kung halimbawa medyo malabo yung connection ko, ganun din. Let me know po by raising your hand. Okay? So, again, dalawa po yun, tig 20%. Okay? Yun po yung percentage rate niya. Each of the example that has 100 points. Okay? So, 100 points po yung midterm, 100 points po yung finals. Okay? Ano po yung type ng exam? So, it's a combination po of objective type questions and problem solving. Okay? So, combination po ng dalawa. Yes, we have here problem solving po. May simple computations po na involved sa materials engineering and testing. So, you have to calculators din po dito sa course po natin. Okay? So, again, for the type of exam, we have a combination of objective type questions and problem solving. So, dun po sa objective type po natin, it can be an enumeration, identification, essay, multiple choice, or any other type. Okay, so yun po yun. And then, for problem solving, okay, so you expect po simple computations po for this. Okay? And then the allotted points po for each question or for each problem, that would be included po doon sa, nakalagay na po yun doon sa questionnaire po natin. Say, problem 1 is 20 points. Okay, question 1 is, say, 1 point, yan, nakalagay po doon. Okay, so total po nun will be 100. Okay, for each of the exam. Okay, now, scope. Okay, ano naman po yung midterm, okay, yun lang po yung coverage niya. Same thing with yung finals, hindi naman po yun comprehensive. So, simula lang po sa after midterm up to the last topic, yun po yung sa finals. So, dito po sa dulo nitong ating syllabus, meron po ditong tentative weekly schedule. Okay, from week 1 hanggang week 18. Okay, week 1 hanggang week 18. So, nandun din po kung anong week yung midterm, pati yung finals. So, makikita mo po doon, ay, ito yung coverage for the finals. Okay? So, nandoon po. And then, there are cases na halimbawa kung nagkaroon ng ng klase, say, cancellation ng klase, so pwede pong gumalaw yung atin na schedule, weekly schedule na nakalagay dito. So to avoid confusion po on the scope of the examination, di kung ano pong inabot ng discussion natin. Okay? Yun po yung magiging scope ng examination po natin. Okay? And i-recall ko din naman po yan, okay? Or isasabihin ko din naman po yan before the exam as to the scope po. Okay? So, yun po. Yan. So, what else? So, you have there yung yun po yung scope. Ang sunod naman po is when. Okay? Yung conduct nung atin po na examination, major exam. Okay? As to the schedule po, okay, yun po naman ay departmentalized. So, meron talagang allotted finance. So, usually po, according to our schedule then, yun pong midterm is conducted on week 9. Okay? It's on week 9 at yung finals po is on week 17. Okay? Week 9 and week 17. Not unless po ilipat ng college. Okay? So, yun po, okay, there will be days allotted, okay, usually 3 days allotted for the examination. So, you simply check saan ba doon yung materials engineering and testing. Is it at day 1, day 2, day 3? So, i-check po natin yung day, okay? I-check po natin kung anong room at anong oras, okay? Para sa block po ninyo. Okay, anong oras? So, sabay-sabay po yung lahat. Okay? Tapos, sa inyo pong block, tingnan nyo lang po kung ano yung scheduled room for your examination. Please do arrive on time po. Okay? Wala po yung extension. 2 hours lang po will be allotted for the exam. Okay? So, if you arrive late po, kung ano lang po yung natitirang oras, hindi yun na lang po ang ipagagawa ninyo, ipagsasagot po ninyo. Okay? So, always be available, okay, on the scheduled date. Okay? Wala pong absent during the examination. Okay? Because you are not sure if you will be given, okay, yung yung special exam. Okay? It does not guarantee that you will be given a special examination in case na na-miss po natin. Okay? Not unless po very valid yung reason po ninyo. Hindi po tayo nabigyan, you will be marked 0 for that particular major exam. So malaking bagay po yun kasi 20% times 0, that is 0 kaagad. Okay? Kaya wag po tayong absent. Okay? Hindi po tayo mabibigyan ng special examination. Okay? Now, ano pa po? During examinations po, you will be given a questionnaire and answer sheet. Okay? So, dalawa po yun. Questionnaire at answer sheet. So, ang kailangan nyo na lang pong dalhin ay yung inyong ballpen. Ganon din po yung pong calculator. Okay, ballpen. You have there your calculator. And yun pong payment for the exam papers. Okay, so yun po yung dadalhin. Wala na pong iba. Make sure din po malinis yung calculator natin. Walang nakastore na kahit anong equations, okay, na gagamitin for this. Or even constants na gagamitin po natin. Okay, so kindly check po. So, you will be given again questionnaire and the answer sheets. Okay? So, sa questionnaire po and answer sheet, parehas po lalagyan ng pangalan. Okay? All answers po, okay, you always read the directions. Okay? Directions po, okay, kung saan ba ilalagay ang sagot. Okay? Maari po kasi na ang objective mismo is doon sa questionnaire o pwede din naman po na doon ilalagay sa answer sheet mismo. Okay? Kaya ugaliin po na intindihin at basahin ang direction sa mga examinations. Okay? Now, for our answer sheets, okay, you utilize only po the front pages. Okay? So, all solutions, all answers, they are to be written po on the front pages, okay, of your answer sheet. Front pages lang po ang gagamitin. Those that are written at the back, they will not be given credit. Because I assume po na yung back is simply your scratch paper. So do not write your solution there, your answers there. Okay? So sa front pages lamang po. Kung hindi po enough yung sheets na nabigay sa inyo, you approach po the proctor for additional sheets. Okay? So, yan po ang gagawin. Huwag pong basta magsusulat sa likod. Okay? You ask po for additional sheets. Okay? At lahat po ay sa front pages lang ilalagay. Okay? If you have their problem solving and you have your final answers, okay, always box your final answers. Pakitandaan nyo po ito lahat ha. Kasi hindi ko na po ito uulitin. Okay? Even on exam, kung magtanong po kayo ng ganyan, hindi na po yan uulitin. Okay? So, you always box your final answers with the required unit of measurement. Okay? So, yun po. And then, final answers, they are to be rounded off or truncated to 3 decimal places. Again, final answers are to be presented in 3 decimal places. Okay? Huwag po magtatanong niyan during examination, wala pong sasagot. Okay? So, ang nagtatanong po niyan, ibig sabihin, hindi nakikinig kapag orientation. At hindi na po yan sasagutin. Okay? Dapat po naintindihan nyo na iyan. Okay? It is only the final answers that are to be truncated or rounded off. Yun pong tinatawag natin na mga partial answers. Okay? Meron po tayong tinatawag na partial answers. Okay? Yan po yung mga answers na gagamitin mo to solve for the final answer. Okay? So, yung partial answers po, never round off po yung mga yan. Okay? Kasi halimbawa po, 3 po yan. Ni-round off mo lahat. So, yung final answer natin, medyo malayo na yung magiging value. Okay? Kaya hindi po siya dapat nira-round off. Okay? Yan. So, yun po yung isa natin na paalala para po walang maging problema doon sa mga sagot po natin. Okay? Naigkakaintindihan ka po tayo. Yan. Ayaw ko po na may mauulit yung proctor. Kapag exam na itinatanong, ma'am, ilan daw pong decimal places? Hindi pwede po yun. Bakit? Dapat nakinig ka ngayon. Dapat naintindihan mo ngayon at tinanong mo na yan ngayon. Okay? Kaya nga po sinasabi na sa orientation pa lamang para maliwanag na during the conduct of the exam. And even po yung mga exercises natin, problem sets, or kung ano man pong pinapasolve sa atin, yun din po ang i-a-apply po ninyo. Okay? Parehas lamang po. Okay? Yan. So, you focus merely on your solution at hindi po sa mga ganong bagay na napaka-babaw. Okay? Dapat po ay naintindihan na po kaagad natin iyon. Okay? So, yun po yung para doon sa exams. And yung input po natin sa class record would be by the number of points or by the raw score. Halimbawa po, sa midterm exam, you obtain 70 points overall. So, ang input po natin to the class record would be 70. O, halimbawa po, finals, nakuha natin ay 20, edi 20 po yung input natin. Okay? So, we will have a sample computation po mamaya. Okay? Para kayo po on your own, okay, would know kung paano ba kayo nagkaroon ng final mark. Bakit po ba ako nakauno sa materials engineering and testing? Okay? So, yun, dapat alam mo kung paano ka grinadean. Okay? Paano kinompute yung grade mo po. Okay? So, yun po yung sa major exam. Again, any form of cheating po would be punishable by a final grade of 5. So, do not attempt to cheat, lalo na during examination. Okay? Kung ano lang po yung alam nyo, yun po yung ating isagot. Huwag na po tayong tumingin pa sa mga katabi. Okay? O, yun po natingin sa katabi. Ano pong ginagawa doon? Kinukuha lang po yung papel. Wala na pong tanong-tanong, kukunin lang yung papel. Tigil ka na po sa pagsasagot. Okay? O kung kayo naman ay maghiraman ng calculator, ganun din, patitigilan kayo. Okay? So, kanya-kanya ang dala. Okay? Wala po tayong pansinan sa mga katabi. Walang lingon. Okay? So, tandaan po natin yan. Okay? So, next would be laboratory experiments. Okay? So, this time naman po, 30% for the laboratory experiment. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, yung testing part, yan po yung experiment po natin. So, we have here, so, maximum of 4 for the experiment. Okay? And yan po ay conduct natin face-to-face. Sa laboratory our experiment natin dito, chemistry. Okay? Kaya hindi po natin i-require na naka-lab gown kayo. Okay? So, ang gamitin lang po natin dito is simply pwede po yung org shirt po natin, and then say, maong pants, and always wear closed shoes. Okay? So, yun po ang requirement. Kailangan po closed shoes. Okay? Yun po ay para sa safety po ng bawat isa. Okay? Kasi ang ginagamit natin yung mga bakal, pwede pong pumatak doon sa paa natin. Kung hindi po tayo naka-close shoes, ay baka mamaya mawalan tayo ng isang daliri. Okay? Kaya dapat po naka-close shoes po tayo. Okay? In addition, you also prepare for yun pong natin, goggles, okay, to cover po our eyes doon sa experiment. Okay, possibly kasi na tumalsik yung specimen, so para po may ano po yung mata natin. Okay, may pang-cover. Okay, even those who are wearing eyeglasses, you should have then po yung goggles ninyo. Baka kasi mamaya yung mismong glass, okay, yung mismong lens, okay, yun yung tamaan. Kaya dapat may goggles pa rin, okay? And so as yung ang tawag dito, yung ano po natin, yung guantes po natin. Okay? So, sa kamay. Okay? You should have po yung guantes natin para ah, sa protection on grease and ganun din sa mga cuts. Okay? So, yun po yung mga dapat natin na i-prepare. Hindi po yan pwedeng hiraman. So, kanya-kanya po yan. And we are to perform po these experiments in groups. Okay? So, siguro po later na lang po na magkakaroon tayo ng groupings. Okay? So, sa lahat po ng lab experiment, so one group lang po. Okay? O halimbawa kung apat po na experiment, so iisang group lang po yon. Okay? Kumbaga ang grouping sa laboratory experiment 1 would be the same po sa 2, sa 3, sa 4. Okay? So, kung ano po yung initial na group nyo, yun na po up to the final. Okay? So, yeah. And then for a group po, you are to choose, of course, your leader. Okay? You have to choose your leader po. And then of course, your members. Yeah. What else? So, sa pag-perform po ng experiment, this is conducted usually doon sa ME lab. Okay, nandun na din po kasi yung machine natin. And then other naman po is, say for example, the tension test, doon po yun sa stir hub. But then we have to ask permission first sa paggamit po nung stir hub. Okay? And another thing is, hindi po natin siya magagawa ng sabay-sabay. Okay? So, one group at a time lang po. Okay? One group at a time since tigi-isa lang po naman yung machine po natin. Okay? Kaya isang grupo lang. So, habang ang isang grupo ay nagpe-perform, okay, ng experiment, then yung iba po ay mag-iintay na lang sa tawag or doon sa schedule nila. So, the entire 3 hours po, ay dihahatiin po natin iyon doon sa bawat group. So, bibigyan po kayo ng schedule. So, habang ang isa pong grupo ay nagpe-perform ng experiment, the others naman po, ano yung ginagawa? Okay, you have to prepare the laboratory report. Okay, so gagawa ka na nung template ng report mo. Okay, tapos yung data, i-feed mo na lang after the experiment. Okay, everyone dapat will do yung kanyang part. Okay, o yun po ay group. Okay, yung report po natin is a group report din. So, the entire group, isa lang po yung laboratory experiment report po niya. Okay? So, magkakasama po. So, kanya-kanya na part lang po ng gagawin. Okay? Dapat lahat may contribution. Okay? Even also sa pag-perform ng experiment. Okay? So, yung mga girls po, hindi po excuse na tayo ay girl para hindi tayo mag-experiment. Okay? We can have also, okay, yung pag-load ng specimen natin, pagko-conduct ng experiment, kaya nyo rin po yung gawin. Okay? Medyo minsan lang may, halimbawa, you have to lift weight. Okay? So, pero kaya nyo rin naman po yun. Okay? So, hindi po pwedeng hindi tayo hahawak. No? Halimbawa, maglo-load tayo or i-unload natin yung material, yung specimen. So, ayun pong babae, pwede rin pong gumawa nun. Okay? Just wear po yung gloves po natin para ingat lang na hindi tayo masusugatan or madudumihan. Okay? To aid also, to help us also to perform the experiment, we will ask assistance of our laboratory technician. Okay? So, si Sir Andrew po. Sir Andrew po, yung pong laging nandun sa ME Lab po natin, yung pong technician natin, siya po yung kasama natin. ano po yung isa po natin dapat doon i-provide, okay? So sa experiment po, the university can only provide the machine or the equipment that will be used in the experiment or in the testing. But then the consumables po, okay, yung pong test specimen po natin, yun po yung tinatawag kong consumables. Kayo po yung magpo-provide po nun. Okay, halimbawa, iti-test po natin is yung ductility ng bakal or say elasticity ng bakal. Okay? So, yung bakal po, kayo po yung magpo-provide. Okay? So, each group po magdadala nung test specimen natin. Okay? And dapat po, bago po dalhin sa schedule ng ating experiment, it should be prepared already. Okay? It should be prepared already. Halimbawa po, we need po to cut yung atin na specimen into the desired sizes. So yung pagkakat po nun, dapat pag nagawa nyo na before the experiment. Okay? Kasi kung dun pa po yung magkakat, ay magtatagal po. Should be prepared already. Okay? Ang pag dinala po ay okay na, ready na kaagad. Okay? So, yun po. And para po makatipid po siguro kayo, ang gagawin nyo na lang per block. Okay? Hindi po per group yung pagbili, kundi it's better na po na per block para makatipid. Kasi halimbawa, yun pong steel natin, hindi naman po siya nabibili ng say an inch lamang. 1 inch lang yung kailangan mo. So, sobrang haba po yun pag binili natin. So, pwedeng pagputol-putulin na lang and then maano na sa lahat ng blocks. Okay? Lahat ng blocks ma-accommodate na. So, makakatipid. Not katulad ng per group kang bibili, edi bibilhin mo yung isang buong haba na hindi mo naman siya kakailanganin lahat. Okay? So, ganun po yung ibig kong sabihin. But then, it is up to your choice pa rin. Okay? If you consider yung ganun, na per block, or you can also, yung ibang sections ay i-consider din natin, or yun na lang inyo. But then, definitely, mas makakatipid pag mas madami. Okay? Kasi nga, yung labis ng isang group can be used by other groups. Okay? So, ayan po. So, lahat po ng consumables and its preparation should be done before, okay, our scheduled laboratory experiment. Okay? Preparation, ipiprepare nyo na po. Tapos, yung pagbili po, it is at your own expense po. Okay? So, yan po yung para doon sa 30%. So, kung 4 po yun, we take the average of the grade doon po sa ating experiment na yun, at yun po yung magiging grade nyo po. Kukunin po natin yung 30% of it. Yun po yung mapapasama to your final grade. Now, iwasan din po ang pag-absent tuon po sa may experiment tayo. Okay? Kasi if you miss that experiment po, you will be marked against 0. Hindi po pwedeng kagrupo ka, may ginawa yung grupo, meron ka. Okay? Meron kang grade. Hindi po yun. Okay? So you will be marked 0 if you missed an experiment. Okay? Pwede po mag-experiment ka ng sayo, pero baka po hindi tayo i-allow sa paggamit. Okay? Kasi you will need a machine kung tayo po ay magsusolong mag-experiment. And it does not guarantee po na ma-approve. Kaya kailangan po you would be present during the experiment. Otherwise nga po, 0 ka for that particular experiment na na-miss mo. Okay? And malaki pong bagay yun. Okay? Kasi 30% po yan ng grade po natin. Okay? So, of course, the laboratory report, okay, yan po ay merong kanyang template na susundin. Okay? So, you have to follow po yung template. Okay? At dapat yung mga data na needed po should be present for you to be graded po accordingly. Okay? So, yan po yung sa lab experiment po natin. May tanong ka po tayo? May tanong po tayo? Hello? Okay, next po would be the exercises in the report. So, ano pong reports na it does not mean the laboratory report po ng experiment. Hindi po yon. Magkaiba po yon. Okay? So, yung laboratory report po, kasama pa rin po siya din sa experiment. Output po kasi yon yung experiment mo. Okay? So, ano pong 25% exercises reports? Yung exercises po. Exercises, these are, say, yun po mga seat work po natin o kaya naman po yung assignment, okay, na i-grade. Okay, yun po. If it is to be graded, then yun po yung mapapasama dito sa exercises na yun. Okay? Yun naman pong report, okay, yun a specific topic to present. Okay? So, sa later part po, so after midterm po yun, usually, you have your group and then I'll assign, say, each group a particular material to discuss. Say, group 1, metals, group 2, plastics, group 3, and then you must have your presentation. Okay? So, yung presentation po, everyone should have yung kanyang part on the presentation. Because you will be graded individually and as a group. Okay? So, doon po kukunin yung grade nyo doon sa report po na yun. Okay? Yung exercises naman po, this is individual. Okay? So, assignment. So, make sure you have completed, okay, all exercises and so as yung reports para may tayo, 25% tayo. Okay? Otherwise, kada kulang po natin, 0 po ang ilalagay. Okay? So, 0 po palagi. Yan. And then, 5% would be for peer assessment. Okay? So, this time naman po, yung peer assessment, manggagaling po ito sa inyo. Okay? Doon po sa members ng grupo. Okay? So, each of the member of the group, okay, even the leader, ay bibigyan po natin ng marka. Halimbawa po, 5 po tayo sa grupo. So, yung 4 po, bibigyan ko ng marka. So, bawat isa po doon, mamarkahan yung kanyang kagrupo. At yun po ang i-average natin to have yung 5%. Okay? Nung grade po natin. O kung tingin po natin, ginagawa niya naman ng maayos, yung inassign sa kanya, and then we could grade them 100. No, nakiki-operate naman siya, may teamwork naman tayong lahat, so you can grade them 100. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa, may inassign kang topic sa kanya, wala man lang siyang ni-research up to date. Okay? Doon sa ating mga experiment, hindi man lang humihipo doon sa specimen natin, and then pwede din natin i-grade siya ng mababa. Okay? So, manggagaling po yan sa inyo. So, kukunin ko po yung grade na yan sa na po, pagkatapos na po ng lahat ng experiment po natin. Okay? Para po alam po natin na yun po yung naging performance niya at yun po yung naging contribution niya to the group. Okay? Yan. So, yan naman po ay naka-Google form or kung ano pong ways na pwede natin gamitin na hindi malalaman nung kagrupo kung ano yung naging grade mo sa kanya. And okay din lang naman po kahit malaman kasi at least they would know that they do not perform well or they do perform well in relation to the group. Okay? So, yun po yung natin dyan, yung 5%. Okay? So, mamaya po, we'll have sample computation on how you will be graded based on this assessment. Okay? So, yun po, ito-try po natin mamaya. So, may question po ba tayo dito? May question po tayo? So, let us then continue. Okay, so teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. Okay, first, we have their active learning. So, the class po is a combination of face-to-face and online. Okay, synchronous online. Katulad po ginagawa natin. Okay, minsan naman po, If talagang hindi pwede ng synchronous, we can go asynchronous. Okay? Now, sa face-to-face po or on lab, okay, using the Google Meet, okay, inaasahan ko po ang inyong active participation. Okay? Everyone po should actively participate. Ano po ibig sabihin na actively participate? Halimbawa po katulad ngayon na online class natin. Okay? Maano po bang tayo ay mag-raise ng hand, okay, pag tinatanong or umimik, okay, pag pinagre-recite or simply send an emoticon, okay, para po lang malaman natin that you are still there. Okay? Masama naman po yung pakiramdam na salita ka ng salita dito ay wala ka naman palang kausap at naglolomi na doon sa labas o kung nasaan man. Okay? Ganun din po. Halimbawa, you open your camera from time to time. Okay? Kung mahina naman po ang net, pwede rin naman po na isarado muna, makinig yan. Pero during the time po ng ating attendance check, make sure you open po your camera. Okay? So, doon ko pa makikita if you are present. Okay? Make sure you open your camera. Okay? So, maari pong sa simula, sa gitna, o sa katapusan. Okay? I-ano ko po yun, i-ask ko po sa inyo. And then we'll have a screenshot para makita po natin kung andyan pa ba kayo or wala na. Yan. So, active participation of the students. So, say if I ask you to show your work, okay, do sa seat work natin, then please do so. Okay? If you can volunteer, then raise your hand. Okay? Mas maganda po iyon. Kaysa po doon sa hindi na-emit. The least yung emoticon. Okay? Pag tinatanong, para alam ko po kung may ano pa ba ako, may connection pa ba ako, naririnig pa ba ako ng ayos. Yan. I really do not know bakit po ganun. Kapag po ganyang recitation, ay emoticons lang, walang nagsasalita. But then, kapag nagpaalam na po, say dismiss na yung klase, lahat naman ay nag-goodbye, lahat ay nagte-thank you, lahat ay nagsasalita. Okay? But then, I do not know kapag recitation na wala naman nagsasalita. So, sana ay ganun din tayo during the discussion. Okay? Hindi kapag dismiss lang, tsaka tayo magsasalita. Okay? So, sa face-to-face naman po, mas madali po yun para sa akin, yung face-to-face. Kasi, sa face-to-face, yan, nakikita ko po yung mga mukha ninyo, yung expression ninyo, kung naiintindihan ba o hindi. And then, I can easily then call, okay? Makakapagtaas din kayo ng kamay. Okay? So, mas madali po kapag face-to-face. Yun nga lang po na hindi natin malalahat na ang meeting natin ay face-to-face. Kaya, we have to go on the online setup. Okay? Kaya sabi ko, kung ano po yung natin sa face-to-face, sana ganun din po sa online. Kung gaano ka po kabibo doon sa face-to-face, di ganun ka din po kabibo dapat dito sa online setup po natin. Okay? Yan. So, ugali ko din po yung magtawag ng magre-recite. So, make sure you are around. Hindi po pwedeng nawawala tayo. Baka po makick out lang tayo sa Google Meet kapag po tayo ay hindi nagsasalita pag tayo po ay tinatawag. Okay? So, yung po hindi nagre-respond, hindi pwede po nating tanggalin na lang din sa Meet. Okay? At nabagal lang po yung connection natin, nadami lang po yung wala din naman. Okay? So, tatanggalin na po natin pag hindi naman na kikinig at wala din. Okay? So, iyan po. Make sure you respond po kapag kayo po ay tinawag during the discussion. And then two is collaborative learning. This can be facilitated naman po doon po sa ating mga laboratory experiment, doon po sa group report po natin. Okay? So you work as a team, so we can assess the teamwork, cooperation, and the leadership. Okay? So lahat po yon ang titingnan po natin. Okay? Through the collaborative learning. And then major exam, exercises reports, ano naman po ay nabanggit ko na kanina. Yan. So this time naman po, these are your intended learning outcomes. Okay? So when say intended learning outcomes, the student should possess or should acquire the following upon completion of this course. So dapat pag natapos na po yung klase natin, dapat you're able to take this out. Okay? Ano dapat yung mga takeaways nyo? Una, you should classify, you are able to classify the material types based on their atomic and microstructural characteristics, physical and mechanical properties, processing techniques, and functional applications across engineering domains. Okay, halimbawa, pag hinarap sa inyo yung mga iba-ibang tools or sa iba-ibang structures, components, pwede mo ma-identify. O ma'am, ari po ay glass. Ari po ma'am ay ceramic. Okay? Base lang sa binigay na structure niya or binigay na property niya, masasabi mo agad, ma-identify mo agad kung anong material class ba belong yung particular component po na yun. Okay? And ano din yung magiging application niya. Okay? The second one is to perform laboratory investigations to examine the behavior of different classes of materials using appropriate testing techniques and instrumentation. Okay? You have to learn how to conduct the tension test. Paano ba madidetermine ang hardness ng isang material? Ano bang testing or anong experimentation ang aking gagawin? So you have to learn to test the material. Okay? And also to use yung mga tools, okay? The use of the equipment, okay? Testing equipment, yan. Dapat po malaman natin. Halimbawa, I see there sa laboratory, yun man lang ating vernier caliper. Make sure dapat siguro naman at this point in time na na po tayo, third year na tayo, ay maalam na tayong gumamit ng vernier caliper. Okay? Baka ruler lang ang alam nating basahin. Pag vernier caliper, hindi na alam kung paano gamitin. Okay? So, dapat maalam. So, at the end of the course, dapat maalam tayo. Okay? Supposed to be, dapat naituro na yan. Okay? So, let us then check kapag nag-experiment tayo. Okay? Ganun din yung paggamit halimbawa nung UTM, the Universal Testing Machine. Paano ba siya gamitin? The weighing scale, the sets of weight. Okay? So, iyan po. Dapat po ay matutunan natin. Okay? And then ILO 3, select optimal materials for targeted applications based on an in-depth understanding of their properties, performance, characteristics, and behavior under relevant service condition. Okay? So, ito naman po, given several materials, you have to choose. Okay? You have to choose which would be the best one. Okay? Which is the best one? Which is the one that fits the application? Okay? Most fit doon sa application. Okay? So, ganyan po yung atin dapat na matutunan dito. Halimbawa, magpapack ako ng food onto containers and I have several materials for the containers, alin yung pipiliin ko? Okay? So, yun po yung mga dapat natin na matutunan po dito. Okay? And then next would be the distribution of the assessment task. So, ito din po yung diniscuss ko kanina na percentages. Ano lang pinagkaiba nito? Pinaghiwalay ko lang po yung midterm tsaka final. So, ari po yung 40% po kanina. Okay? And then this particular assessment task map to your intended learning outcome. Halimbawa po, ano po yung learning outcome 2? Okay? Learning outcome 2 is to perform laboratory investigation. This is to perform the experiment. And look kung ano yung nando sa 2 na yun. Ano yung nakamap? The peer assessment. Okay? So, we know yung teamwork, yan kung kanyang cooperation through the laboratory experiment. Okay? Performing the experiment. Kaya dun po nakamap si. So, same thing with your laboratory experiment. Meron dun po doon. Okay? So, yan po yung ibig sabihin yan. Okay? The mapping. And then, this is yung textbook po natin na gagamitin dito. So, we have Material Science and Engineering, an introduction by William Callister. Okay, so 10th edition. This is available po sa library po natin. Okay? And even online, meron pong available na e-book for this. Okay? So you can download that po or hiramin sa library. Huwag pong matapos yung semester na hindi mo man lang nakikita si Callister. Okay? Ano kaya baga ang kulay noong kanyang front page? Oh. Kumbaga yung kanyang cover, ano bang kulay na ring Callister book na ito? Okay, so pakitingnan naman po natin, bisitahin naman po natin. And even the lectures po, yung pong topics po natin listed and the syllabus, nandun po yung mga readings. They are taken from the book of Callister. Okay? Second one po, we have an instructional material authored by yours truly and Ma'am Grace. Okay, ari naman po is simply compilation of yung mahahalagang topics, okay, which are extracted from dito po kay Callister at sa iba pang mga references. Of course, sa isa naman pong book, hindi po natin malalahat yung topic na yun. Yung pong topic na dinidiscuss natin is base lang sa CMO. Okay? Kanina po meron po tayo din nakalagay na CMO. Yan. So for mechanical engineering po, CMO, ng CMO topics na dinidiscuss dito ay halaw dito sa CMO. Okay? Dinadagdagan po lang natin pero hindi pwedeng kulangan. This is minimum order po. Okay? Kaya yung mga topics po na nakalista dito dapat ay parehas doon sa nakalagay sa CMO. Okay? Kaya hindi po yung entire na libro ayun po yung i-discuss natin. Kundi ipipick lang po natin base dun sa CMO. Okay? Kaya ang nakalagay po doon sa atin na instructional material, eh di yun lang po in accordance with the CMO. Okay? Yan. So, yun po itong instructional material. And then you would see po kapag online po natin, edi we have po our module. Okay, which is coming from this instructional material. Okay? And then for other references, other books and articles, you may refer to this list. Okay? And then do not limit din po your books po on material science and engineering, which you may consult. Okay? Now, we have here the IGA or the Institutional Graduate Attributes. Okay? So, ito po yung this must be processed by the student, okay, after graduation and after completion of the course. Okay? So, here po, ano po yung ating mga IGA na included po dito. Makikita nyo po din yan, 2, 3, and 6. Yan. So, 2 is creativity and innovation. Yan po ay through our lab experiment. Okay? 3, critical systems and thinking. This is solving complex problems. So, yung po mga computations natin regarding material properties, yan, dito po yan papasok. Okay? IGA 2, IGA 3, and then the other one is IGA 6, leadership, teamwork, and interpersonal skills. Okay? You function as a leader and as a member of the team. Okay? So, yan po yung nade-develop, okay, dito sa course po na ito. Okay? So, sa SO naman po, student outcomes, okay, halos parehas lang din po nun. Iba lang siyang competency. IGA yung una, ito ay SO naman. So, alin naman po ang dito? Dito naman po ay 2, 4, and 5. Okay? 2 is investigation. That is, again, your lab experiment. 4 is teamwork and leadership. And we have here 5. Okay? Problem analysis. Complex engineering problem. Okay? Pagdating naman po sa CDIO, okay, o tingnan naman po natin, ano naman sa CDIO at sa SDG. Ano po yun? So, CDIO is 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 5 for SDG. Parehas lang din halos po yan. 1, 2, 3 for CDIO. 1 is knowledge. Okay. And reasoning po ng math and cycle knowledge. Okay? 2, personal and professional skills and attributes. So this is analytical reasoning and problem solving. And then last is 3 is teamwork and communication. Okay? So parehas lang. So you are able to develop the following skills on this particular course po. And sa SDG naman po, it's 2, 3, 5. Critical thinking. Okay? So this is yung problem analysis po. 3, systemic thinking. And then the other one is participation in this session making, which is under po doon sa laboratory experiment po natin. Okay, so yan po yun. And then the mapping, ito po yung makikita natin on the later part of this syllabus. Okay? Okay, so we have here now grading policies or the grading system. So, ito po yung grading system natin. These are the numerical rating. 1, 1, 2, 5, 1, 5, yan. And their equivalent. So, mamaya po, we'll have sample computation. So, how do I get 1? If your average is 98 to 100. Right? What is passing? That is yung 3. Okay? 3 po yung passing natin. Yun po yung equivalent to your 75. Okay? 75 is the percentage. So, sabi ko nga po kanina, ang input po natin to the class record would be by the raw score. Okay? So, ano po yung raw score pertaining to what? Ano po yung raw pertaining to, ano po yun? It would be yung 6 equivalent to your 75%. Okay? So, passing is 60 on the raw score, 75%, and equivalent to a grade of 3. Okay? Yun po yun. So, mamaya po we'll have the equation involved po to transmute po the raw score to the average. Now, if you have your grade below 70, then you will have a failing grade of 5. But if you are on a range of 70 to 74, then you will be given an appropriate remedial activity. Okay? So this remedial activity, that is your removal examination. Okay? So removal examination, okay, if you pass the removal exam, then your grade is 3. But then if not, your grade would be a failing grade side. Okay? Yan. For the removal exam, it would be coverage would be cover to cover. Okay, so cover to cover. All topics discussed within the semester, that is the coverage for your removal exam. And this time, so I will simply check a schedule on the list. Make sure you attend, make sure you take the removal exam. Okay, otherwise, wala na pong ibibigay na iba pang schedule. Okay? So, automatic 5 na po pag hindi ka po nakakuha ng examination. Of course, you have to obtain the passing mark doon sa atin na removal exam for you to obtain there a passing grade of 3. Okay? So, yun po yung sa removal examination po natin. Class policy, prompt and regular attendance of students is required. Okay? So, to aid me in checking the attendance, of course, I will be asking the help of our coordinator. Who is again our coordinator for the class? Hello? Who is the coordinator of the class?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, si Miss Maika. Okay? So, I'll be asking your help in checking the attendance. Okay? So, when I ask you to open your camera, okay, everybody to open the camera, then Miss Maika will take us 2 screenshots. Okay? 2 screenshots para po ma-define yung attendance po natin. Again, you open your camera. Okay? Now, also, I'll ask for everyone to have the same background. Okay? So, same background po tayo. Gawa na lang tayo ng background for the entire block. Okay? Para pag nag-picture po, parehas po. Okay? Hindi po yung mga nakasabit yung sa likod o kung ano-anong background ang meron tayo. Para po pare-parehas. Okay? So, next meeting po, yun po yung dapat meron na tayo. Okay? Yan. So, total unexcused absences shall not exceed 10% of the maximum number of hours required for the course. So, what would be the maximum number of hours? So, di po ba, we are to meet 5 hours per week. So, 5 times 18 weeks po. Okay? 5 times 18. And then ano ba yung 10% ng number of hours na yon, dapat hindi tayo mag-exceed doon. Okay? Otherwise, we will be, drop from the rule. Okay? And then, Miss Exam, ari naman po yung nasabi ko na kanina, it does not guarantee that you will not be given a special exam. So, maaring hindi ka mabigyan and you will be marked 0. That is why I always emphasize that you have to take the exam on the scheduled date. Okay? Mahihirapan po tayo pag hindi ka na kakuha ng exam. Academic dishonesty at all times, okay, is this includes act of cheating during exam or safe plagiarism in any academic work. Okay? So sabi ko nga, you are free to discuss, yun no, sa mga exercises po natin, you are free to have discussion with your seatmates, but then make sure you create or you make your own solution. Doon ka po matututo kung gumagawa ka ng iyo. Okay? Hindi po merely copying someone else's work. Wala pong pagkatuto doon. Wala pong learning doon. Kasi kinopya mo lang na hindi mo naintindihan. Hindi yung kayong para ma-improve mo yung work mo, para maitama mo yung ginawa mo. Nasaan ba yung mali ko dito sa akin na ginawang solution? Saan ba ako nagkamali? O doon mo ngayon pwedeng room for discussion. Pero yung sabihin mo, ay pakopya, ano nga sagot mo? Wala ka namang ibang sagot. Kundi kinopya mo lang yung sa kanya, so wala po yung pagkatuto. Okay? So, yung pangalan. Lalo na sa examination. Katulad yung sinabi ko kanina, wala po tayo dapat pansinan. Okay? Pag nakita ko po ikaw lumingon doon sa iyong katabi, kukunin ko na lang po yung papel. Hindi po ako magtatanong sa inyo. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang po noon, pag pinatigil kita, pag kinuha yung papel mo, ibig sabihin nakita kitang sinulyapan mo yung katabi mo. Wala ding siraman ng gamit. Okay? Laman ng calculator. Yan. So, hindi po pwedeng mamansin ng katabi. Okay? Kahit pa walang kinalaman yung pinag-uusapan nyo during examination, hindi po yun yung time para kayo magkwentuhan. Okay? Kaya wala po. You simply mind your own work. Drafting. It must be made official by accomplishing a drafting form and then submitting it to the registrar's office. So, yung faculty members po, wala po silang access doon sa grade na draft. Okay? Kaya sa registrar po yun ginagawa. You have to secure po yung form, pa-approvean po, at make sure na nadala sa registrar's office para po madraft po tayo. Okay? And that is accomplished po before the midterm exam po, 5. Okay, you will be given a mark of 5. Hindi po mapwedeng madraft kung lampas na dyan. Kung ganun din na, hindi mo siya nasubmit sa registrar still, 5 po yung pwede lang ilagay dyan ni instructor. Okay? Yan. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina na tentative weekly schedule. Arit po yung week. Okay? Week 1, ano ba yung dapat discussion for week 1? So, simply natin ngayon. Kaya para sa semester. Sabi ko nga, dapat inintindi nyo lahat ng sinabi ko kasi hindi ko na ulit yan uulitin. Kaya lahat ng policies, lahat ng mga dapat tandaan during dun sa bawat assessment, yan, dapat po nakalagay dyan. Okay? Yan po yung week 1. Week 2, ito na po yung i-discuss for week 2. Ari po yung for week 3. Yan. So, nakalagay po dyan lahat. Even the outcomes and so as yung delivery method na gagawin, the ILO and the SO to which it is mapped. Okay? Yan, makikita nyo po dyan lahat and so as yung reading. Yan po yung reading na sinasabi natin. Okay? Halimbawa po yan. Chapter 3 to 5 of the Callister, doon mo po ito makikita. Okay? Yan. So, here you can see also kailan ba yung experiment 1. Kailan ba yung experiment 2. Okay? So, iyan. So, titingnan po natin how can we adhere to this schedule. Okay? Kasi minsan, may gumagamit din ng lab, kaya hindi natin mapaperform. Specifically, yung doon sa stirha. Okay, pag natin ng rest, sa halip na pencil test, edi impact test muna ang pwede natin i-perform doon. Okay, depende sa availability po nung machine, availability nung laboratory. Okay? So here, sabi ko nga, tentative, we have on week 9 is your midterm exam. Okay? Tapos, on week 17 is your final examination. Okay, final exam. Ma'am, sabi niyo po 18 weeks. Nasaan po yung last week, yung 18? So, yung 18th week po, that will be used for checking of requirements, checking of your examinations. Yan. Yan po ang gamit ng 18th week. Okay? Now, how would ito naman po is the distribution. Ito po yung mga gagawin per weekly basis. Yan din naman po yung nakareflect dito sa schedule po natin. Okay, katulad po nito, midterm exam, it is on week 9. Final exam, it is on week 17. Kailan yung laboratory experiment up to this week? Okay? Ayan. And then, ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina, SO, IGA, SDG, CDIO, map to your ILO. Okay, so lahat po yun, may naka-map doon sa tatlo nating ILO. These are the students should know after the completion of the course. Okay? So, I think I'm done po with the discussion of the syllabus. May question po ba sila? Pakitanong na po kaagad kung meron po silang hindi naintindihan. Yes, Miss Micah?
Ma'am, magkakaroon po ba kami ng hard copy na instruction material?
Nawala ka. Yun po. So, a copy of this syllabus, okay, a copy of this syllabus, this will be uploaded to our classroom. Okay, this will be uploaded to our classroom. Yung pong copy nito. So, kung meron po kayong tanong, kung meron po kayong time, pwede nyo po uling basahin. And in the event na meron po kayong maging tanong, pwede nyo po i-raise material po, okay, di po ba may nabanggit ako ng instructional material, okay, you will have the modules, the copy of the modules doon po sa discussion natin, okay, so maybe a link, okay, for the modules will be given po sa inyo para po, yun po yung ma-review natin. But then, make sure po that you will not be uploading these modules to any platform. Minsan po kasi nakikita namin, yung mga lecture namin ay bigla na lang naka-upload ng mga kahit sino sa inyo. Okay? So, wag po natin yun na gagawin. Okay? So, yun po ay pinapakita lang sa inyo para inyo pong aralin. Pero ang kanyahin nyo po at i-upload nyo ang kinin ninyo na parang inyo, hindi po yun tama. Okay? Hindi po yun tama and that is to be subjected po to some disciplinary actions. Okay? So, yun po ang gusto ko lang pong linawin po doon. Meron pa pong question? Wala na po. So, I'll stop the presentation now and then I'll show to you po yung sample computation na sinasabi ko kanina. Hindi po dito tayo nag-memorize. Lahat po ay diba sa malalim na Tagalog. Ari po, section 5. You are 45 in my class. So, ari po yung ating magiging class record. Yan. Ano po yung input natin? Kung nakinig po kayo kanina, ang sabi ko kanina, ang input po natin is by the raw score. Okay? Ari pong ME is the midterm exam. FE is the final exam. This one is laboratory experiment. Ari po ay exercises and reports. And this is peer assessment. Okay? O, review po natin ang ating midterm exam. Ilan nga pong percentage?
20% po, ma'am.
Oh, tama. 20%. Same thing with your final exam. Kasi yung dalawa, 40 po yun. Okay? Experiment po. Anyone? Ano pong percentage na rin? Hello? Ano pong percentage na rin? Wala pong nakatanda. Hala, kakatapos ko lang, hindi na agad natandaan.
30% po.
Percentage na rin. Miss Queen?
30%.
Ano po 30%. Tama. Okay, 30% po ito. And then this one?
25 po.
25, correct. And then this one, the last one?
5%.
5 po.
5%. Okay, tama. Yan. So, tatandaan ha. 20, 20, 30, ito po ito. Kung hindi ka po masyadong magaling din sa exam, di naman lang po tayo ay bumawi. Okay? Para ma-sure natin na tayo ay papasa sa materials engineering and testing. Kasi ari po ay 60%. Okay? Kumpletuhin po natin yung experiment, gandahan. O, ganun din po yung report natin at lahat ng exercises, kompletuhin po natin. O, tayo po ay makipag-cooperate sa kagrupo po natin para mataas din ang ating assessment. So, in that way po, kung ari man ay hindi gaano kagandahan, ay di po tayo babawi. Okay? So, ganun po yan. Ibig sabihin po, pag ikipatamad-tamad at wala ka namang sinasubmit dito, ay di, bagsak din ari, ay wala po tayong babawian. Okay? O, paano po yan i-grade? O, ari po yung total. Alin po yung total? It would be the total points. Okay? Ano po yung magiging raw score po natin? Okay? Ano po yung total points natin? Sabi natin kanina, ang passing ay 60. Okay? Yan po yung dini sa total. Okay? Kasi yung 60, ang average na is 75%. Okay? So, paano po kukunin yung total? It is simply yung kada grade po dito multiplied by their percentages. Katulad po na rin, ari po ay 20%. Okay? Yan. Ari po yun. 20%, kaya po 0.2. 20% ng D2, which is the midterm exam. Okay? So, 20% ng midterm exam plus 30% ng experiment plus 25% ng report plus 5% ng assessment, peer assessment. Yun po yung total po natin. Okay? Tapos, itatransmute po natin. Ano yung magiging average niya? Ano yung magiging percentage niya? Ano pong equation? O, yung pong total, divide 100, then multiply by 62.5 plus 37.5. Okay? From this po, you can change 60 points to 75%. Okay? So, sample po tayo, din kay Miss Aguila. Halimbawa po, sa midterm, over 100, obtained 80 points over 100. So, yun po ang input natin. Yung finals naman po, say, 50 over 100 yung nakuha niya. Yan. Doon sa experiment, may 4 na experiment. So, kada isa may grade. Kukunin mo yung average ng 4 na yun. Halimbawa, sa una ay 85, sa pangalawa 85, pangatlo 85, pang-apat 85. Anong average nun? 85 din. Okay? Ari na po niya. Tapos yung group report niya, okay, you will be graded individually din doon. Then in consonance with yung sa group, okay, halimbawa nakuha mo dun is 80. Yan. Tapos dun sa assessment, grinida ng lahat ng grupo. Ari po yung manggagaling sa inyo yung PA ha. Nalagay ay 100. So ito po yung atin na grade. So ang total raw score po is 76 at yung pong average 0.31. Okay? So, pag ari po ay nag-60, ibig sabihin po nun, pasa ka na. Kasi yan yung raw score. Okay? So, ano po ang equivalent na rin 85.21? Ano pong makikita nyo sa portal? Ari po yun. Yan. Sini po ngayon yun? 85.31. Yan. Nandun po siya sa 85 to 87. Okay? So, ano po equivalent? 2. So, ang grade ko po na makikita sa portal ay 2. Okay? So, ganun po yung kung paano ka i-grade. Okay? So, you take note of this equation, paano po siya i-compute. Ganun din po yung average po natin. Okay? Para you can determine ano ba yung magiging final grade ko po, final rating ko po. Okay? Now, how do you know po yung scores po natin? Halimbawa, aring midterm, aring finals, paano ko po malalaman yung naging score ko? So, yan po ay ilalagay ko sa ating classroom. Okay? Yung score nyo po, makikita nyo po doon sa classroom po natin. Doon po siya i-upload. Okay? Maliwanag na po. Maliwanag po sa lahat? O, yung pong iba. Naiintindihan ka po yung iba o nakatulog na yung iba? Yan. Okay? So, maliwanag po yan ha kung paano po natin i-compute yung grade, ano po yung mga policies na ating susundin, and some other recommendation po during our first meeting. It is only between you and me. Okay? Tayo lang po yung magkausap dito. Yung grupo nyo po at saka ako lang. So kung ano man po yung maging output natin at the end of the semester, halimbawa, nakulangan kayo sa grade, tayo lang din po yung mag-uusap. O may kulang ka po dun sa grade, tayo lang din po yung mag-uusap. Dahilan kung bakit hindi ka nakapasa, tayo lang din po yung mag-uusap. Okay? Wala na po tayong uusapin pa o isasama. Kasi wala naman po siya during our orientation. So, halimbawa, huwag na po natin isasama ang ating mga magulang. O kung sino mang kakilala natin. Okay? Tayo lang po yung mag-uusap. Kaya na po natin yung pag-usapan. Okay? Dahil hindi po nila alam yung mga policies, yung ating mga pinag-usapan na requirements, okay, during our orientation. Kaya hindi po nila dapat pakialaman kung ano man ang magiging output ng ating nung klase natin. At hello? Maliwanag po. Naintindihan po.
Yes po.
Okay, very good. Okay? So, tayo lang po yung mag-uusap pertaining to kung ano man po yung mga queries nyo, ano man yung need nyo itanong or gusto nyong liwanagin. Okay? So, pero po, I am, and since wala na rin, so we can simply, check the attendance, and then the discussion of the first module will be on our first meeting na po. Okay? So, everyone po, you open na po your camera. At po natin.
And the last but not the least, ILO number 4, yan ito ang application part. Kailangan alam ang engineer, ang HHD.
Okay, everyone, next meeting po ha, pakibago na lang ng atin na background para pare-parehas na lang.
Okay. This week, ILO number 4.
Okay, Miss Mika, you take those screenshots na lang, Ineng, when everyone's na-open. Kung yung iba naman hindi talaga nag-open, then let it be. So, ibig sabihin kasi nun, wala. Kaya tayo nagtawag na hindi pa rin. So, wala talaga yon. Kaya hindi nakaka-open. Okay, Ineng, just siguro bilang ka lang ng 1 to 3 para they could be ready. And then,
Sige po.
you smile naman. Okay? You smile para hindi mahulog. Dapat lagi nakangiti. Okay na? Smile ka?
Okay na po, ma'am.
Okay na. Okay. Sige po. I'll end the meet now. Bye.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.